ciel bleu vole en silence.
You know how you know you're bossy? You know how you know you're bossy? You know you're bossy when someone comes up with a list of your rules, So this video is all about fashion rules that I have shared with the women in my Ageless Style program. They decided just for fun to start a group chat where they share mantras, edicts, style tips, and style rules that I have shared with them over the months or years that they've been in the program. And many of them I've shared here on YouTube and that have come to be synonymous with me, right? These are Netta's fashion rules as collected by the members of my Ageless Style program. So welcome. If you're new here, my name is Netta. I'm a personal stylist. My whole focus is on helping women over 50 build effortless, stylish wardrobes that help them look and feel beautiful and confident every day. I also do that through my Ageless Style program where I have cheered over 5,000 women on to confident everyday style. And I always have a Closet Confidence Workshop series right around the corner. So if you have not joined one of them yet, they are truly transformative and absolutely free. So definitely comment closet in the comment section and I will send you the link to sign up for that. So let's get into it. Netta's fashion rules. I decided to share only 10 rules today because I'm trying to keep these videos under 2 hours long. So let's get into it. And I want to know which one of these resonates the most with you and share that in the comments below. Okay, the first rule is don't point where you don't want someone to look. Don't point where you don't want someone to look, right? So what does that mean? It means don't draw attention to the areas of your body or your face or whatever that are not your favorite. Like we have the power and the ability through our style to really point the eye and direct the eye where we want it. So details, whether they're necklines, like where a neckline ends or where a hemline ends or where a sleeve length ends or a button or a belt or an embellishment of some kind. Any of those details are going to pull the eye to that spot, which is great if you're comfortable with that. And if you're not comfortable with it, just know that you can redirect the eye and have it look anywhere you want by the details that you're adding to the outfit or the details that are inherent in an item. So don't point where you don't want someone to look. Don't draw attention to the parts of your body or the parts of your face that maybe you'd rather downplay. Along the same lines, don't put a lot of detail where you don't have a lot of space. So if you have shorter legs, maybe you're not going to wear the most billowy palazzo pants. If you've got a shorter torso like I do, maybe you're not going to have a lot of fun with a ton of embellishments in the torso area, maybe a huge oversized belt or a big bow in that area is just not going to be my best friend because of my shorter torso. I don't have a lot of room to play with there, so I'm not going to do a lot there. So have fun in the areas where you have the most space and keep it simple in the areas where you're smallest or where you have less space. So that's kind of along the same lines, but really don't point where you don't want someone to look and don't fill in the gaps a lot in areas where you're lacking a little bit in space. Okay. Second is dress your energy, not your age. I say this all the time, and this can sometimes be misconstrued. I'm not talking about energy as an energy level. Sometimes I don't have a lot of energy. Let's face it. I'm talking about your energy as in your essence. So some women just have a youthful energy, and other women have a more classic and more mature and more, maybe more elegant energy. So really dressing your energy means dressing your personality and dressing the way that you appear rather than the number on your calendar or the number of your age. So in the same way that no one sees our weight, no one sees our age. And so dressing your age doesn't make as much sense as dressing how you appear. So if people always think that you're younger than you are, or you appear younger, or you have a more youthful energy, then there's nothing wrong with dressing like you're in your 40s if you're in your 50s or 60s. If you truly harmonize better with clothing that looks like it belongs on a woman in her 40s. And I'm using these terms loosely, but because there aren't specific clothes, obviously, for your 40s or your 50s or your 60s. But dressing how you appear to be and not just the number that you actually are is really important. If you're 50, but you've got this really sophisticated and more mature look, you can dress a little bit more mature if you want to. So it's really about matching your energy with your style and not just the number. So there's a lot out there about essences. I'm not going to get into it more than that, but that's what I mean by dressing your energy and not your age. Okay, next is replace, then remove. Replace, then remove. Don't over purge. So when you're doing a closet edit, nothing is more distressing for me as a stylist than having someone come to me after they've done a major closet purge and say, help, 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 I don't have any clothes, I don't have any clothes. I need to run to the store and buy some new things. Well, what are you going to do if you run to the store and buy new things because you just over purged? You're going to overbuy. You're going to overbuy. And you're going to buy the wrong things because you just desperately need clothes because you're naked, because you over purged. And then you're going to spend a lot of money on things that you never really wanted to begin with. And you're going to start that whole vicious cycle all over again. So over purging, either because you've just decided suddenly you're a minimalist after all these years, or because you just don't like anything, or whatever reason, if you over purge on a whim and you get rid of items that you're genuinely wearing right now and fill a need in your wardrobe right now, if you get rid of your go-to items, for example, if you wear a lot of, if you wear black pants a lot and you get rid of all of your black pants, you're going to have a problem with getting dressed every single day, and you don't want that. So instead, get a new pair of black pants and then get rid of the old pair of black pants, right? Replace first, then remove from your closet. Do not over purge. I recommend assigning a 1, 2, or 3 to the items in your closet. So a 1 means absolutely, definitely, I'm going to keep this. It's definitely going to stay. A 3, what's it doing here? Why is this still in my closet? The 2 items are the in-between items that we're on the fence about and that we often hem and haw and struggle with. Those are the items that I recommend either going through daily by trying them on and starting to put them in regular rotation and circulation and see if you like them and you want to keep them, or putting those aside, putting them in a bin and revisiting them later. So you do not want to over purge and then end up buying all the same stuff all over again. Okay, next, details date. Details date. I say this all the time because it is so true. I love detailed clothes, and I'm not saying that everybody needs to wear plain, boring, plain stuff forever. I'm just saying that the more you've got going on in an item, the more likely it is to go out of style. So this is true of every item. If you're making an investment in something, you want it to be as timeless as possible. Because nothing is truly timeless. There are very, very few items in style that will be around forever, but you want it to be as timeless as possible. So the fewer details, the better. So shoes that are really simple and sleek and don't have any exaggerated details, not an exaggerated heel or an exaggerated toe or a bunch of other stuff going on, those are going to be around a lot longer than a shoe that's got a really pointy toe or a really squared off toe or a really interesting, eclectic, fun, trendy heel, or, a big buckle on the top or whatever. So the simpler the item, the more likely it is to last. So keep that in mind when you're investing a little bit more. If you're going to spend money on a designer bag, you don't want it to be, unless you've got a ton of money to spend on multiple designer bags, you don't want it to be the it bag of the moment. You want it to be a bag that's going to be timeless and that you're going to have for a really long time. So details date, keep it simple when you want it to last. Okay, the next tip is that tags stay on until it's worn. So what does this mean? It means that if you buy something new and you're not drawn to it, you're not reaching for it, you're not wearing it, you need to be taking it back to the store. Don't cut the tags off right away and commit to keeping the item and then realize a couple months down the road that you never reached for it and you never wore it. So, that first love that we have with an item, that's at the beginning of that relationship with a new clothing item. And rarely do you fall in love with an unworn item more later. So if you bring an item home and you can wear it, like you've got a place to wear it, it's not a special occasion item, and you're not reaching for it and you never grab it and you never want to wear it, there's a reason, and that item should probably go back to the store. And you can't do that if you've cut the tags off and run it through the wash, right? So tags stay on until it's worn, until you commit to an item and you actually wear it and you actually enjoy it. That's when you cut the tags off, when you're putting it on your body for the first time. Okay, next, fit is everything. Fit is everything. So much of the time, the problem with outfits is not that there's something wrong with the way you put things together, but it's that they don't fit properly. And it's such a pain, because it really is a pain. There's no other way of putting it. But I'm 5'2". I get not fitting in all clothes right off the rack. 100% get that. Unfortunately, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to either learn to sew, or we're going to find a really good tailor who can adjust some of our clothes to make them fit. Yes, there are petite sizes, and we have more options than ever, and we even have made to order and made to measure clothes that can really work. But most of the time, a really good fit is going to involve a little bit of tailoring and a little bit of tweaking to get it just right for our bodies. We don't all look alike. Even all size 12 women don't all look like all other size 12 women. So we're going to have, details in our bodies and our unique shape that's going to make some clothes fit better than others. And fit is everything. Okay. Next, it's not you, it's the clothes. It's not you, it's the clothes. So often we put something on and it looks bad and we blame ourselves, right? We blame ourselves. We're like, what is wrong with me? This should look really, really cute on me, and it doesn't, and it must be my body. It must be just me, whatever. And I will tell you, that is, about as logical for us to do to ourselves as trying something, tasting something and saying, I don't like the way that tastes. It must be me. I'm awful because I don't like whatever. So rather than blaming yourself for clothes not fitting you or clothes not being flattering on you, recognize that we are all square pegs trying to fit into round holes. We're all square pegs trying to fit into round holes. Like, there is no, it's almost like finding a needle in a haystack when you really do find something that suits you. And so expect things to not work, and recognize that when they do work, that's the pleasant surprise that you're looking for. So it's never you, it's the clothes. The clothes were made by someone who has never seen you and was not making clothes specifically for you. So we shouldn't be surprised, and we definitely shouldn't be beating ourselves up if something that we put on just doesn't work. So it's never you. You're beautiful. The clothes sometimes have a problem, or at least the clothes were designed for a different person. Okay, next, buy it when you find it, not when you need it. Oh my goodness, this is so true. This is so true. I have bought evening gowns on sale, on clearance at Neiman Marcus last call in July when I had no event to go to, and hung them in my closet for the next big event. When something comes up on your calendar and you're scrambling to find something for it, that you're going to overspend, and you're often going to end up either wearing something that someone else is wearing or not really being thrilled with your purchase to begin with. If you buy that cocktail dress in your size when it goes on sale, if you buy that perfect black skirt or a great pair of black pants or a great pair of snow boots, even if it's not snowing, if you buy those pieces that you're going to need down the road, but you buy them when you find them and when they show up, that's like a gift. That's a gift. To buy that item, you will use it and you will wear it later. Because my encouragement is always to not shop for events, but to shop your closet. Shop your closet. So when something comes up, whether it's a wedding or a funeral or a cocktail party, you want to be able to go into your closet and find something in that closet that's going to suit that event. You do not want to have to go to a store for every single thing that comes up. As a hot shopper and someone who loves to shop, I would rather see you build a wardrobe with your shopping trips than to buy those one-off items that you're often looking for special events on your shopping trips. You want those items to be hanging in your closet. So buy it when you find it, not when you need it. Next, prints should not be bigger than the palm of your hand. Prints should not be bigger than the palm of your hand. So when you're looking at choosing a flattering print for your body, I've done so many videos on prints, and I feel really strongly I have all these opinions about prints, and I probably maybe should do a 10 tips about prints video. But truly, prints should not be larger than the palm of your hand if you want them to be the right scale for your body. So something to keep in mind, big splashy prints are always coming for us, right? They're always coming. They're always in the stores. They're often plastered on bathing suits or on billowy tunics that are designed for women over 50. And we want to be able to pick out the prints that are modern, but also that are going to flatter us and work with the scale and the proportion of our bodies. So an easy way to do that is to look at the palm of your hand, look at the major motif, the floral or the dot or whatever that's in the print, and make sure that it's not bigger than the palm of your hand. Okay, the final tip, and I think this is a fun one, is that every outfit can be improved by leopard shoes. Now, I dare you, I challenge you to find an outfit that does not look better with a pair of leopard shoes. I will wait, I'll wait. I'll wait. Go find an outfit and just ask yourself, would this be cuter with leopard shoes? The answer, 99.9% of the time, is yes. Yes, it would look cuter with leopard shoes. Now, if you're not a leopard shoe person, I can't help you here. I can't help you here. I will say, though, that a statement shoe or an interesting shoe is often the little missing piece that can make an outfit more interesting. And so if you're not into leopard, maybe you're into zebra. Maybe you're into python. If you're not into animal prints, I don't even know why we're having this conversation now. If you know, maybe it's a stripe or a plaid, like just an interesting shoe with maybe an interesting texture, an interesting pattern can really add a lot to an outfit. So sometimes a statement shoe is just that finishing touch that an outfit needs. Okay, so that's it. 10 of Netta's bossy style rules as compiled by the women in my Ageless Style program. If you want to know how to join these women and really work with me over the course of a year to really build a wardrobe and a style that you love, it includes comprehensive personal styling services like getting me as your personal stylist for the year, as well as an amazing group of fun and intelligent and interesting women who are all on that same journey with you. If you're interested in that, definitely check the description box below. I always have information about the Ageless Style program in there, and I would love to have you. So thank you for staying to the end of this video. I want to know which of these style tips resonated the most with you, and which one you're going to maybe incorporate into your own wardrobe. Thanks again. Don't forget to like this video if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe so we can keep hanging out. I'll see you in the next one.